Alright guys, so we're probably going to be getting Advanced Quest Part 2 in a couple of days here over on the NA version of the game, or it's actually going to go live as soon as this video goes live, maybe if my predictions are right, but I wanted to make sure that I got this out for those of you that might have looked at Advanced Quest Part 2 over on, say, the wiki, or I don't know if Game Press has them, but I'm sure they probably have some of these quests up there, and if you look at it, it says a whole lot, but just know, it's saying a lot of things, but it's realistically not saying a thing at all. You can functionally go in here with any servant with a decent enough power mod on these guys, of which there are many good options, and you can just one-shot these guys. Now, I mean, even over here on JP, I don't have Oberon, I don't have Koyenskaya, who's also really good for this. I just have Ibuki, and she's NP1. Sure, I grailed my Ibuki a little bit, but, you know, it's a little bit of effort that I put into her. Anybody that you have that is like a decent enough servant that has a power mod is going to be able to get the job done. I brought up Koyenskaya because Koyenskaya actually can give you the man attribute power mod. And so functionally, if you want to bring not even just a buster servant, but if you just want to give somebody the power mod and just have them kind of rip and tear through these guys, or say you have somebody like Ibuki, she's going to absolutely decimate this, because not only is she going to have the undead power mod, but she's also going to have the man attribute one. People that are also going to be really good is Morgan, because man attribute is just really, really nice. Sei can also be kind of good for this one. I think she's fairly decent if you want to go ahead and bring her. They're also all Skeleton Kings, so if you want to bring somebody like Muramasa, who has a passive power mod against Kings, if you want to bring Scheherazade, you can actually use her for this. You can use Zenobia for this. She's also very fine. Undead, you don't have a whole lot of options, as we do have, of course, Ibuki, who you see on screen right now. You do have Gray, who is a free-to-play option. She's a free NP5. If nothing else, if you at least played the event in January and you were able to get her, she'll be absolutely fine. She will cook this up very, very easily for you. Martha's also got the undead power mod. Well, the ruler Martha, and then the caster Martha technically can give it to you on her own NP. Scott Hawk's really good for it as well. Just some decent servants that you can bring. You know, Scott Hawk, you might have to kind of one-tap them, you know, with a couple of gay bulk alternatives, but you'll get the job done. You know, preferably, you just slap on an AoE and you call it a day. Tai Gong is also very good, as these guys also do count as demonic. You also have someone like, say, Murasaki, who's very strong for this. Raiko's also very good. You just have a good plethora of good servants that are going to be able to get the job done. But probably for a lot of people, you could probably just bring Gray and get the job done, right? And as you'll, like, see, they have this, like, mechanic where they kind of debuff themselves with different, you know, card type debuffs, but it's never really going to come up because it's 3 200k berserker enemies. This is like free quest levels of like damage that you need to be able to get out there, which should not be all that difficult. And I just want to show you guys right now on JP where I'm, you know, doing this, because as of right now when I'm recording this video, this is not live on the NA version. I don't have like an optimal setup to use. You know, I really have my JP set up more for quick and art farming, especially. You know, I would love to have Koyenskaya and Oberon, but they just do not want to come into my account. But realistically, you just pop all your buffs and you just obliterate these guys. I mean, yeah, I brought the plug suit and I have the Castoria in the back, but turns out I didn't actually even need to bring the Castoria. The last time I did this, I think I actually literally just brought Ibuki over here and did the exact same thing. You just load up on your buffs and call it a day. I mean, it's really not all that difficult. The most, I guess, unfree-to-play thing that I have going on here is a Black Grail, but you know, my Black Grail is not max limit broken like it is over on NA. I think I have one dupe into it. I got one of them during the anniversary that we're going to be getting over on the NA version this year, you know, when Arcoid comes out. I picked up one copy. Then I think I recently pulled another copy of Black Grail. And yeah, look at that. Absolutely just roasted. I did even more damage than I did in the test, just to make sure that I wasn't full of malarkey. I was like, let me double check. So I remember it being really, really easy, but let me just show people that it's not all that difficult. And again, if you farmed Gray, you're going to absolutely cook this. Now, you may be wondering, all right, ZTL, you know, this is also more of a PSA than a guide, because, you know, this thing is really easy. You've told me that I've been able to cook this. The reason you want to start getting these done is that eventually we'll have enough of these CEs that you can see right here. You can see the Bone CE. eventually you'll have enough of these to where you can start max limit breaking them, because right now they give you a 5% drop rate when you're trying to go farm for bones, which is nice because eventually everybody finally hits that wall, I would say, in FGO where you gotta go do free quest farming. When I wanted to do the video showing off Koyan Dark, I realized I needed 30 bones, I was completely out, and having all of these extra bonuses is a real lifesaver in just cutting down on a lot of the time that it takes to actually go through and farm. And once you're able to max limit break this, it turns into a 25% buff. Now, obviously, I shouldn't have to tell you why you want to max limit break it, because it's 4-star CE, doesn't really cost a whole lot. You max limit break it, then you could bring, you know, your bond CEs. You could bring a QP CE for some reason. If there's a node that's going to drop QP and bones, you know, for whatever stage that would be, regardless, you could start bringing a master EXP, you know, or a mystic code one if you're trying to level up a specific mystic code. It's just really good to go ahead and start getting these, because even if you think, oh, well, I'll never be one of those guys that has to go free quest farming, me, I'll never have to do that. I'm telling you, we all hit that point at some point. I mean, I remember being a newer player, you know, and being like, me, free quest farm, I'm not gonna go farm XC. I'm not doing that in Fuyuki. And then, like, 2 months ago, my Goofy over here just farming bones in Fuyuki, and it really can cut down a lot of the time. I think I was able to get the 30 bones done in like an hour or two. Just kind of was like banging it out while I was watching. I don't remember what show I was watching, but just kind of able to do it in the background. Dude, it makes your life so much easier, because I've had to do stuff on NA where I got to go through and farm like proofs, or God forbid a silver mat medal, or a gold medal, or not a gold medal, but a gold mat. It is ridiculous, right? We're starting to finally get the gold mat CEs for the advanced quests, and those are also going to be very, very useful. But the fact is, you want to stay on the ball with this one, because these will start to pack up. You know, you'll start to see them start dropping more and more heavy, you know, loads over here on us. You know, they're going to start dropping like 3 at a time. And as you can see, there's a fat bit of them that you got to do. There's quite a few of them. And as you can see, I'm also a little bit lazy, and, you know, I got to start heeding my own advice. But look, you know, I could maximum break the bone thing if I went ahead and, you know, did this, but I'm also low-key kind of saving it for dead periods on FGO, so I have something to do on stream. So I'm like, low-key, I am saving it for content, just because they are, well, I don't want to say fun. Some of these are very, very annoying, especially if you can't read what the gimmicks are, because they're going to start getting more and more gimmicky, and they're going to start getting a bit more annoying. So if you can at least stay on the ball with these ones, especially because, you know, what are you going to do right now? There's no event going on. You could go farm, you know, dailies and whatnot, but this is, what, 5 AP? You go do your 5 AP quest, get it done, just call it a day. And I guess the indicator that they're getting more difficult is that, you know, these ones are like level 15, and then you start to see that we got like 90+ ones over here that are just... I'm not gonna say they're hard. I mean, where's the Medea one? Because the Medea one, I think, is the most tedious one I've had to do today. But, you know, obviously, you know, you can see that I haven't done all of them, because, like I said, I'm saving some of them. Where's Medea? Where is she? There she is. Yeah, you can see, not very high leveled, but some of these you just gotta sit down and get them done, because these things can be very annoying. This one, like, they just start to get very, very tedious, but it is worth it. It is worth, because, you know, when you got to do your free quest farming, or, I don't know, man, you want to, like, slap this on while you're farming an event or something, I suppose you could also slap that on there, you know, if you don't have one of the event bonus CEs and it happens to, I don't know, drop bones. Could be very, very good, right? They're just very useful to go ahead and get. But I hope this was helpful for you guys, you know, just let you know some different servants you can use. And on that note, your boy is going to bed. We're turning in early tonight, because your boys, let's just say we got something planned. You know, I got something planned, so we'll see. But I'm going to have to go to bed early. But on that, I'm going to go ahead and go to bed. You guys have yourselves a nice night. Peace.